Hello. Today I'm going to talk to you about cats, their origin, what they were used for and known for, and why I think they make the perfect pet. Cats began their relationship with humans about 10 to 12,000 years ago in the area we now know as modern day Western Asia. They were kept usually to keep the rodent population down on the farms. In that area at that time, they were big farm areas. Um, Cats traveled around the world mostly by ships. They were again kept on the ships to keep rodent population down. Not only the rodents are a nuisance; they get into your food and they would leave bacteria that would cause you to be sick. Cats traveled on these ships. Um, they say that they have even known a cat to travel on Christopher Columbus' ship on the Mayflower to Jamestown. Um, In Egypt, cats were worshipped, sometimes even mummified. Sometimes the owners would dress them up in very beautiful jewelry, clothes, different types of things like that to show the status of the owner. In 31 BC, they relocated into the Roman life, or they were introduced into Roman life, becoming truly widespread in Europe. From there, again, they traveled on the ships, as I said before, with Christopher Columbus and many other, I'm assuming, explorers and settlers, and made it to America. Again, as I say, primarily used for hunting. According to alleycat.org, cats have even worked as mousers in official employees of the United States Postal Service as late as the 19th and 20th century. Again, I'm assuming using them more for just rodent population. You put a cat box down, the cat's good to go. You put a little door on the building, the cat could go in and out. Towards the end of the 19th century, more Americans began having cats for company as well as mousing. Cats were commonly accepted as house pets in the U.S. President Coolidge had a cat at the White House. Did not know that. It wasn't until the 50s that we were able to keep the cats primarily indoors with the invention of the cat litter. Then we could have cat boxes in our houses. Cats have very different personalities and habits. Most of the time spending cleaning themselves, manicuring. They have to be one of the most cleanest cats around, even though they do walk into a cat box with the mess and scratch their mess around and whatever. As I say, they spend so much time manicuring and cleaning, and you'll see them with their feet up in the air, spreading their paws wide apart, getting in between every nook and cranny, pulling the little hairs to make sure that they're clean. Um, they spend a quarter of their day sleeping, and I would say a quarter of their day eating. Unlike dogs, cats will eat small amounts several times a day. Things that you will see most cats love to play with. They love to play with fake things such as birds, mice, fake snakes, anything that will swivel on the ground. Um, they love chasing strings. Some cats, unlike most dogs, make you work for their attention. Most are snooty, like whereas a dog, as soon as the owner comes home from being gone all day, the dog is at the door dancing around, so happy to see that owner. A cat will the owner will come home and a cat will probably sleep through the owner coming home. You may see cats like most of mine that won't leave you alone. I have one that will give you love bites until you give her food and water. Another one will stay up all night looking for a friend or someone to play with. He'll carry shoes, toys, cry and meow to find a friend, or should I say to wake a friend up. Um, all of my 10 cats are different. Cats give a person a sense of calm. Their purring is much more calming than a barking dog. I have two barking dogs. They drive me nuts. You can leave a cat for a couple days with no worries of getting them outside for the bathroom. You can leave food and water, good to go. Not saying they won't miss ya, and drive you crazy when you get home. But you can set them up for a couple days, leave the food, leave the cat box, and you could go for a week. Whereas a dog, you have to find a babysitter, find somebody that's going to stop into your house and let the dog out a couple times a day, sit and give your dog some attention, maybe take it for a walk. Um, it just seems to me that if you would want a nice pet, I think a cat is the most common sensed cat to get, especially if you're a busy person that travels or likes to go on vacation. So now you know the origin of the cat, what they were used for, and how nice of a pet they can be. And I hope this information was helpful in you deciding to be a cat owner.